Do you think that the multiple that we saw in the trailing 12 months will be significantly higher than the next 12 months? What do you have the PE for the trailing number for Nvidia, and what do you have forward PE? Where is it right now?
Good morning, Joe. If we look out and think about what Nvidia is likely to earn over the next couple of years, I expect it to sustain an above market multiple. I can't give you a price target, but what I would say is the market at the moment is expecting revenue growth rates to decelerate. So the multiple on the stock has come down recently, and I expect it to remain around these levels over the next 12 to 18 months. I think what's important.
You don't have a number, Dan? You don't have an actual number?
No,
like, what's the trailing price? You cover this stock. So what's the? That's why you're here.
We're over 30 times, Joe. But the market trailing? At the moment. Pardon?
The trailing multiple's 30.
Joe, I'm gonna look out and think about what the company has earned, and then I'm gonna think through where the company can go. And so the multiple is clearly elevated. I think the market will continue to look out and think what it can grow at over the next 18 months. And I think the market is then going to think through its competitive positioning. So in my view, the market at this current moment is trying to think what these companies will look like coming out of this period. And so I expect Nvidia to remain very well positioned, and it's driven by their execution on their product roadmap. With Blackwell now, you have Rubin coming out next year. So you have the silicon on one side, and you have the developer community and the software that they're doing on the other side. So yes, it's an elevated multiple. It will remain so, but it has come down.
So what is the growth rate estimate you have for the quarter that they're reporting on Wednesday? What do earnings per share need to grow year over year, and what does revenue need to grow year over year? What are the expectations?
The expectations are very strong. You're going to have 60. At the moment, the company is capacity constrained. And so if you have 60, 70, 80% growth in a given quarter, including this quarter, what you're going to have happen is revenue growth is going to decelerate as you move through time here. And so you have been growing triple digits. You're going to see that revenue growth moderate. And the key here is that if they're going to execute on their product cycles, you'll have quarters constrained by supply at times. China, of course, has come out of the numbers. And we're going to look for 40, 50, 60% growth over the next several quarters. And if they're able to sustain that, the earnings and the free cash flow generation and the multiple on that, in our view, will continue to drive the stock forward from here.
So you don't have actual, at Neuberger Berman, you don't have actual numbers that you're expecting for Wednesday for what would be a positive versus what would be a negative on Nvidia? Like, earnings per growth or earnings per share growth. What would be good? What would be bad? Numbers.
We would have a data center number over $50 billion of revenue, which is our most important number. We expect EPS. I can't give you all our numbers, Joe. We can't share our proprietary information. But what I would say is that we expect earnings per share to beat. And what I would expect is we're going to have very healthy growth in the January quarter.
Wells Fargo increased its price estimate for Nvidia from $220 to $265 on Friday, causing the company's stock to rise by almost 2%. The firm stated that its updated valuation reflects a more optimistic forecast for Nvidia's data center business, and it maintained an overweight view. As hyperscale clients continue to spend more on AI infrastructure, Wells Fargo now projects revenue to rise through fiscal years 2026 to 2028. The company's revised model predicts $209.2 billion in revenue and $4.61 per share in earnings for fiscal 2026. Revenue is expected to reach $301.6 billion in fiscal 2027 and $383.2 billion in fiscal 2028. The majority of the growth comes from data center revenues, with Wells Fargo projecting annual rises of between over 30% and over 60%. Citing Nvidia's leadership in AI and large-scale computing, Analysts also maintained a price-to-earnings multiple of about 30 times for calendar 2027. In anticipation of Nvidia's impending fiscal third-quarter earnings, other brokerages shared the same sentiment. Oppenheimer changed its objective to $265, while KeyBanc kept its $250 target in an overweight position. Susquehanna increased its prediction to $230, citing increasing capital spending in the tech industry and consistent demand for AI. After the market closes on Wednesday, November 19th, Nvidia releases its fiscal 2026 third-quarter results. Wall Street anticipates revenue of approximately $54.8 billion and earnings per share of about $1.25. Those forecasts still suggest more than 50% YoY increase in revenue and profitability for a firm worth over $4 trillion. Due to the robust AI investment cycle, the stock has increased by over 40% this year. Although its shares have since declined, Nvidia momentarily became the first business to reach a $5 trillion market capitalization. With $41.1 billion from the data center segment, revenue increased 56% year over year to $46.7 billion in the most recent quarter. The sequential 17% growth in Blackwell data center revenue supports the notion that Nvidia continues to be the primary driver of AI infrastructure spending. China was one source of pressure. Nvidia reported no H20 sales to Chinese consumers because of export limitations, and the company admitted that the regulatory environment still restricts visibility in that market. The market has been apprehensive about the potential for an AI bubble throughout this quarter. The speed of hyperscaler capital expenditures has also drawn criticism, with some investors doubting that the investments would ever be profitable. Jensen Huang, the CEO of Nvidia, has refuted the bubble narrative, stating that the build-out of AI will take years rather than quarters, and that adoption is still in its infancy. The stakes are higher for Nvidia because of those arguments. Investors will be watching for indications that demand for data centers is still widespread, rather than being mostly driven by a few number of clients advancing massive clusters. In addition to demand, the street will keep an eye on Blackwell Ultra's early ramp and the state of Nvidia's data center business. We'll also be closely monitoring supply limitations and delivery schedules into early 2026, as well as any new insights on product availability and geopolitical exposure. Considering Nvidia's significance in this AI cycle, its price is still up for discussion. Nvidia is trading at about 17 times forward sales and 28 times forward earnings. Management must demonstrate that growth can continue to be robust and that hyperscaler investment is starting to normalize into a longer, more robust cycle if Nvidia is to regain momentum toward the $5 trillion milestone. Investors in Nvidia stock just received amazing news from Jensen Huang. Through 2026, Nvidia has $500 billion in orders for GPUs made by Blackwell and Rubin. Additionally, the business will construct 7 AI supercomputers for the DOE. Jensen Huang, CEO of Nvidia, made a number of significant announcements during the company's recent GTC conference in Washington, D.C. The U.S. Department of Energy will be collaborating with the chipmaker, which is experiencing high demand for its most sophisticated graphics processing units, GPUs. Both statements are encouraging for Nvidia's future and show that there is still a lot of room for growth for investors. Let's examine the specifics in more detail. The news that Nvidia has $500 billion in orders for 20 million Blackwell and Rubin GPUs through 2026 may have been the most prominent headline to emerge from the GTC conference. 6 million graphics processing units, GPUs, or 30% of the total, have already shipped. The remaining units will be delivered over the course of the following 5 quarters. These figures indicate that Nvidia will make $350 billion, or 70% of the $500 billion in orders and revenue over those 5 quarters, or $70 billion every quarter from its most sophisticated GPUs alone. To put that figure in context, Nvidia reported total sales of $47 billion for the second quarter of its fiscal year 2026. Nvidia's recent sales results haven't always been positive. Due to U.S. export prohibitions and Chinese government directives to domestic enterprises not to purchase Nvidia processors, the company stated that it had no market share in China's data center sector. The White House later affirmed that it will not permit sales of Nvidia's Blackwell GPU to China, despite President Trump's earlier statements that he might discuss the GPU with President Xi. China used to generate 20% to 25% of Nvidia's data center income, so its absence of sales is regrettable. Even without that market, the company is obviously still doing well, and an agreement to permit the sale of some Nvidia GPUs in China may still be reached in the future. A collaboration with the Energy Department. Nvidia and Oracle announced during Huang's GTC speech that they are collaborating with the U.S. Department of Energy to develop 7 AI supercomputers to further scientific research. This includes the Solstice machine, which has a record-breaking 100,000 Blackwell GPUs and is the department's largest AI supercomputer. 10,000 GPUs will be included in the Equinox system. Another. The most cutting-edge AI infrastructure will be available to thousands of academics thanks to these supercomputers. In order to support agentic AI workflows, they will be able to create and train AI reasoning models for open science. The partnership represents a significant shift in Nvidia's relationship with the federal government, and it appears that similar agreements will likely be made in the future. The department's selection of Nvidia GPUs for its research labs serves to further solidify the company's leading position in the GPU industry. There are many positive aspects of Nvidia's recent actions if you're an investor. It has been announcing partnerships all over the place. One of the most prominent is the construction of supercomputers for the Department of Energy, but it will also help Uber set up a network of robo-taxis. 9 consecutive quarters have seen revenue increase of more than 50% year over year, which is outstanding. However, data centers now account for about 90% of Nvidia's revenue, indicating the company's reliance on hyperscalers' AI expenditures. Given the mounting doubts about whether we are living in an AI bubble, this is one of the more significant risks associated with investing in Nvidia. As of November 11th, Nvidia is trading at 55 times trailing sales, so any decline in revenue could be troublesome. As is the case with many of the leading IT stocks, the company is valued at a premium. When you take into account the $500 billion in GPU orders through the end of 2026, Nvidia appears to be considerably more affordable. Over the previous 5 years, Nvidia's share price has increased by more than 1,100%. By 2030, it is anticipated that data center infrastructure expenditures could amount to up to $4 trillion. Even though the original drivers of the AI boom are no longer present, Nvidia stock may still be a wise long-term investment. Since the artificial intelligence AI boom took off, and the majority of AI data centers now require its semiconductor designs, Nvidia has become a household name. Over the last 5 years, Nvidia's share price has increased by more than 1,200% due to the surge in demand for AI chips. Nvidia's sales and profitability growth, together with the ongoing investments in AI infrastructure, are very genuine despite the growing chatter of an AI bubble. Would that make investors in Nvidia millionaires? Here are some reasons why Nvidia stock might still be a wise investment in the years to come, but it is unlikely to create millionaires. Because its potent chips are particularly well-suited for assisting artificial intelligence and learning, Nvidia is the industry leader in AI processors. Nearly all of the data centers that internet firms are now building are equipped with Nvidia processors. Nvidia's data center revenue grew 56% to $41.1 billion in the most recent quarter, which is a positive outcome. Additionally, the company's profits have increased significantly. In the most recent third quarter, Nvidia's non-GAAP earnings rose 54% to $1.05 per share. Nvidia ended its most recent quarter with an excellent $13.5 billion, which gave it plenty of money to spend in new AI processors to further tap into demand, even with its expenditures in new technology. Then there is the demand. Over the next 5 years, tech companies might spend anywhere from $3 trillion to $4 trillion on data center infrastructure, according to Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang. The reason behind the enormous investment binge is that no tech firm, including Microsoft, OpenAI, Alphabet, Meta Platforms, and others, wants to lag behind, and they all think that increasing infrastructure spending now is the best way to do so. This might support Nvidia's growth for many more years, pushing the AI stock higher than it is now and making it a fantastic addition to almost any portfolio. Nevertheless, it is unlikely that Nvidia will produce new millionaires in the upcoming years, despite its potential benefits. The company's 5-year 1,200% returns would be extremely difficult to replicate, which is the main reason for this. In order to avoid missing out on the AI arms race, several investors hurried to purchase shares of the top AI semiconductor business when OpenAI launched ChatGPT. The original catalyst is now over, but Nvidia's stock may still rise if its sales and profits increase as a result of its AI initiatives. Furthermore, there are more and more signs that the economy is slowing. In addition to the number of layoffs in October reaching a 22-year high, household consumer debt has risen to an all-time high of $18.6 trillion. Though tech businesses are not immune to economic slowdowns, this hasn't yet led to a slowdown in AI spending. They might soon have to cut back on some of its AI expenditures if the economy were to enter a recession. Even the likelihood of a slowdown might eventually reduce market enthusiasm and some spending on AI infrastructure, but there is no guarantee of one. I believe that Nvidia is still worth purchasing, even though it might not make you a fortune right now. Spending on artificial intelligence is probably going to keep up in the years to come, and the company is a leader in AI semiconductors. With $13.5 billion in free cash flow, Nvidia has the money to keep up its leadership in the AI chip industry and reinvest in the firm. Because of all of this, investors who plan to hang on to the stock for at least 5 years stand a strong chance of reaping the benefits of their investment in this leader in artificial intelligence. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.